championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through New Orleans. It's the 49ers and the Saints on Sunday night primetime.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Crescent City of New Orleans and the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints. Coming up, a terrific matchup to decide who represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New Orleans Saints. The George Halas Trophy awaits the winner of this one, as well as a spot in the Super Bowl. Thanks for being with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. Greg, the anticipation's thick. Love this moment where we have a champion in the NFC crowned on this field. Couple of teams that don't like each other. What are you going to be watching for in this one, partner?
Yeah, I think one of the coolest things about these conference championship games, Mike, is how well these two teams know each other. When you find yourself here in the NFC, you're playing, not maybe every year, but you're playing each other a lot. You know their tendencies, you know the roster, you know the opposing coaching staff. There's some bad blood built up, not only over the course of this season, but previous ones. And tell you what, we wanted the best two teams in the conference with a game on the line to go to the Super Bowl, and I think we got it.
Well, 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. They're led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
This place is rocking right now, Mike. I mean, neither one of us can even hear each other speak. This crowd is certainly doing their part. They're trying to create as hostile of an environment as humanly possible to give their team the upper hand, and he's going to have to overcome this atmosphere if he's going to lead his team to the Super Bowl. This isn't going to be an easy
Right away, they're coming after him, and they get him. A sack on the opening snap of the game.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Purdy. Throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Purdy. This throw, left side, caught by Kittle.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
This returnable with Reed. And some good running on that return as he takes it up close to midfield. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by a young man who's making a name for himself, their rookie quarterback.
These are the type of games, Mike, where you can become a legend, not only for your franchise, but to the entire city. His play throughout the year has helped them get to the point where the NFC Championship is taking place in their stadium. And if he's able to continue to play at that high level over these next 4 quarters, his team's going to have a real shot to end the weekend as NFC champions.
Get this to about midfield. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. 2nd down and 8. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's taken in. And he is going to have the Saints' 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down. They'll look to throw yet again. That's taken in by Thomas. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with the rookie from nearby LSU. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
The trend around the league, Mike, is that we've seen that running back has really turned into a young man's game. And there's something to be said for having some fresh legs, fresh out of college. They love the dynamic ability this guy brings to their rushing attack, and it's clear why.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Back to throw. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it's going to be 3rd down. They'll look to run with Eckler, and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Austin Eckler, touchdown, New Orleans. The extra point is up and through. And the Saints will take the early advantage. They lead 7-0 in this NFC title game. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. George Kittle was the intended target that time, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk. His first catch of this NFC Championship game. Good enough for a 1st down. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he will finally be brought down at the Niners' 36-yard line. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's McCaffrey. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. 1st down away to the 26-yard line. And here's 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that one just kept getting worse and worse until finally they bring him down. Here's Mitch Wisnowski now. He's on for the 2nd time to try to get something inside the 10. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Saints offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
This one is brought in by Jarrett. Down the left sideline. That'll change things. Out of bounds inside the 35. That is a big gainer for the Saints. 42 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And he'll be taken down. That is about the craziest situation you'll ever see. Huge gain on the play, but still not enough for the 1st down. A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down is Purdy. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. The Saints out on top. More. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here's their punter now. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Now out comes the New Orleans offense. They're ready to take over once again. They lead it here in the 2nd quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. He's got room past the 35, and he is going to be out of bounds. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Elliott now from the pistol. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll throw out of the gun. This pass is caught by Thomas. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll drop this for Elliott. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half, and good enough for a 1st down.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
Now, faking the give. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
You can just see the reaction on the sideline. This defense thought they had themselves a critical stop. The mantra down here for all defensive coordinators, Mike, is takeaways, field goals. That's what you're trying to do, and man, they were this close to coming away with a huge takeaway.
Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. They'll look to throw again. That is caught. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Looking for that final yard. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Saints. Not going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. The Saints move out on top, 14-0. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. A first down throw for Purdy. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Man in motion here is Jennings. Purdy on first down. This is Ayuk. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. On second down, Purdy gets this one into the hands of Juwan Jennings. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. On third down, here's Garendo.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Fourth down, it's Purdy. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
You got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs. I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The break the huddle coming up now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Elliott. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He'll try to run for it. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. Halftime is looming, but a chance to build on that already sizable lead right here. 1st and goal. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. Here's Elliott. Powering forward. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The Niners offense ready to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. That's into the hands of the fullback. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Purdy now on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. He finds his big receiver. That's Jennings. It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. What can they do here? This is 3rd and forever. They'll run here with McCaffrey. The Saints going to use their second timeout. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one is caught by Dotson. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. Throwing now on 1st and 10. That's deep for Olave. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And he's going to take this one all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Mike, I'm not sure how else to put it other than this is just a complete defensive breakdown. I mean, from where this ball was snapped, you simply have to just defend the end zone, and if they throw it short, come up and rally tackle. If they throw it in the end zone, high point the ball and knock it down. You cannot give up 6 points to end this half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Which one of these two clubs is going to be Super Bowl bound? We'll find out in just a little bit. But first, let's look back to the AFC Championship game held earlier today. And it's the Kansas City Chiefs who are heading to the Super Bowl as they await the winner of this NFC Championship game. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. From the 6, here comes a return. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Saints offense ready to go as we give you a look at the current playoff race. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the 1st down. They'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Off he goes.
That's a smart play. 2nd down, don't force it if it's not there. He's able to tuck it, pick up some extra yards, and set up a more manageable 3rd down.
They'll empty out the backfield and line up for 3rd and 3. That's taken in by Dotson. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead.
That one taken in. Touchdown, Saints. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense, ready to take possession of the ball once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Throwing on second down is Purdy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Throwing again is Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Purdy works out of the pistol. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up. Slot man in motion left. Third down, Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. First down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
Out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. It'll bring up fourth down. Chad Ryland on now for the field goal. His kick is perfect. And the Niners will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Saints offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Going to start this on the ground with Elliott. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that's a good gain there. It's going to wind up just a couple of yards shy of that first down. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Eckler.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
This one is brought in by Jarrett. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Saints now going to try a field goal here. This one from 54 yards out. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Saints will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. This throw left side, caught by Kittle. And he will take this one in. 70 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ryland's kick here is good. And the 49ers will get just a bit closer. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This returnable with Reed. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Pass is caught by Olave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
That's caught over the middle by Thomas. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard. Here's Eckler. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Back to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. They'll run here with Eckler. A short game down to the 7. Now here's second and goal. This one caught at the 4. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. Third and goal. They'll try and run. It's Eckler. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Austin Eckler. Touchdown, New Orleans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. The extra point is good. And the Saints will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Niners offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down. Purdy to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. That one going nowhere, but a late penalty flag comes in. They may get bailed out here.
Automatic first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
They'll send a tight end in motion. To throw on first down is Purdy.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy gonna put it up again. That is caught downfield by Pearsall. So they move inside the 20, first and 10 at the 18.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy again. A short one there, caught by Kittle.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They'll throw again with Purdy. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Tackle made on his 48-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. There's the tight end, Grant Calcaterra. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, it's Elliott. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Back to crown the NFC champion after this. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll stick with Elliott. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's first down. Again, here's Zeke. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
On the ground, it's Elliott. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst, they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
So this one, a win for the Saints. As their fans will celebrate, they claim the George Halas Trophy, champions of the NFC. Next stop, the Super Bowl. So that's a wrap for Greg Olson and our outstanding crew. I'm Mike Tirico. We'll reconvene in 2 weeks in Santa Clara for Super Bowl 60. Until then, enjoy the rest of your night.